What's up? Everybody, good Tuesday out there.
People.
Welcome to the Stamp Podcast, man. We got a fun one tonight, so you want to stay tuned to this one. Because we've been noticing in a lot of groups, a lot of places, man, it's been a lot of talk about the state of youth football, especially in 22. Yeah, man, youth football is in a bad place right now, a really bad place. Now, we ain't going to get too far into it right now because that's going to be our keynote topic for the night. But we definitely going to touch that, man, because, it's been some youth football in a bad place right now. We're going to talk about it. But, Moan, how was your weekend, man? What you get into this weekend?
Caught a few games. Watched a few games.
Yeah. Yeah, same here. Saturday I went down the Ocean Way, caught the Creeks Outlaws in a playoff game. Did a mic
I
up.
was highly disappointed though, bro. I seen a lot, man. I was highly disappointed, man.
And what?
I mean, I just don't understand. Like, you know how you've been a player. You played the game of football.
Right.
The coach always tell you that you can't be in two lanes. You know, you can't be a thug and an athlete.
Right.
And somehow or another, all the coaches want to be both. Like,
hey man, we can't get into that. We can't get into that yet, man. We got
a question. Like, the only thing I know how to do is call it how it is, man.
Yeah, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do plenty of that. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta let's get to the beginning of it first, man. So first thing first. I caught some football this weekend, Creeks. I went to Sunday. I went and seen MOT versus GTM, which was it was a good day, man. I seen a lot of good young ball players. I got some stuff to tell on that one too, man. It was real, a lot of crying going on, if I can say that. It was a whole bunch of whining and coaches actually running on the field and jumping up and down because holding calls wasn't being made. But like I said, we're gonna get into that, man. It was.
I watched a really good 8U game, Maryland Heat versus Secret Society.
I ain't get a chance to see that one.
I mean, it started off slow, sloppy, but it picked up, and it was a pretty good game. But they turned the hour game into 3 hours, which an hour and a half was the coaches fussing. Like, yeah, come on, bro.
Same thing on my end. We had 3 games, 8, 10, and 8, 10, and 6. And this first one started at 10. I think we left the field about 5 o'clock, maybe 5:30. You know what I mean? So, and most of it was just delays. And it felt like an NFL game, media timeouts and referee challenges and conferences. Like it got pretty bad, man. It got pretty disappointing for a while. The momentum in a couple games just got snatched right out of them. So, but you know how that goes. But man, let's get to the player highlights. Who you got first for us? You got somebody? I got a couple if you don't.
Go ahead. All
right, cool.
I'm sending a couple of them to your inbox as we speak.
If I can get them, I might. You know how my computer is, man. It take me a while sometimes. All right, so first, I got. Oh yeah, Octane from the Duval Jazz, man. He first up tonight. This was from the game against MOT. I got 2 of them from Octane, both punt returns, man. This kid is so dynamic, man. It's ridiculous. Watch what he do to this dude right here. Watch this. That's crazy.
That kid a beast, man.
Man, watch what. Did you see what he did to that kid? Like, bro. So that was one, and this was the one. I believe this was the one he scored on. Check him out.
You ain't got him hit nobody this week?
Nah, I ain't got him hit nobody. I wasn't able to upload some of the big hits, but check him out.
Hey, you got a motor when your nickname Octane.
Yeah, you got when they call you Octane, you know it's the truth. Like, bro, watch the spin around though. Like, what was the defender doing? Just think in the mind of that player and tell me what you think he was doing.
He was trying to swing him. There's a lot of that going on. They be trying to sling the kid instead of tackling him.
But Octane definitely a dynamic player, man. And I got one. Which one this is? That wasn't it. What the next one? This one. Jabril. Kid named Jabril, man. He from the MOT Cowboys. He did something pretty impressive this weekend, right? So the man went airborne, dog, to get in the end zone. That's how real it was. Check him out. Like, you know what I'm saying? He had a crazy game too on defense. The man went absolutely. But he literally left his feet to get into the end zone. Much respect for that because it ain't easy. Wow. You see me coming in the background. You know I was talking good.
And how old is that kid leaving his feet?
Huh?
How old is this kid?
Jabril, I think Jabril, his daddy actually watching. I believe Jabril, this is an 8U team. I believe he's 7 or 8. But you should have seen him on defense. I got to get the highlights up. But, yeah, the kid definitely.
No fear at all. He definitely, no fear at all.
Yeah, no fear. He definitely took lift, though. You know what I'm saying? To get in that box. And his team needed to score. He ate. Team needed to score. And he did exactly what he needed to do to get in there. He jumped from what? About the 2-yard line into the end zone.
Hey, was anybody out there shooting? Because if somebody was out there with the camera, man, I got to get that picture. Like, yeah.
That was I don't know if nobody was taking pictures. It was some cameramen out there. That's what that wasn't actually my film. That was another cameraman film. But
I might got a screenshot that.
I don't know if somebody was taking pictures, but if they got that picture, that one might be valuable. That kid, but he went absolutely bananas in that game, bro. I'm talking about literally this kid. Oh my goodness, like,
eight.
He went crazy on defense. He went absolutely crazy in that game. So that was
check
fun.
Your inbox, man, and see if you can find that little bully, man.
Oh yeah, I got him. I got the little bully. I might have to share it off my Facebook page, but I definitely got that kid.
Hey, whatever works, man. Whatever works, man.
So y'all, let's
whatever works, man.
I'm gonna share that one on my face. There you go, right here.
If you never ever seen a bully in nursery school, you need to watch this kid.
This is definitely
you got to be a bully.
Yeah, this kid right here is definitely a bully, man. Hey, we want him. We want to talk to him too. So if his parents paying attention to this, we definitely want to see this kid in person.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, the kid hunts. He definitely goes out and just hunts people. Like every video I seen, he was just hunting people. Like literally literally just finding people to knock out, dog. Like he played fullback and linebacker, and he literally just searched for people to knock out the whole game.
You having trouble loading it?
Nah, it's up.
Oh, I don't see it.
I shared it. You don't see it?
No.
I shared it.
I don't think nobody see it.
All right, can you see now?
There we go.
See it? You can see it?
Look at this kid.
Yeah, the kid a bully, man. He literally find people to hunt and destroy.
If you find 10 kids like him on your team, I don't care.
You'll never lose. He got the cap. He got the silvers and all. Look at him. Just look.
He just chasing people around, pushing people down. Come here, boy. Look,
he's 6, man.
You thought you got away. Come here.
That's an angry 6-year-old, bro. Like he gonna push you down and then walk off. Like look how he turn around once he push somebody. Like that's an angry 6-year-old, dog.
Hey yo, can you imagine going to pick your little kid up from school though, and this kid is pushing everybody down, pushing your child down? You got to be a bully. I love it.
That's Valley something, right? Ooh.
Yeah, they in Northern California.
Yeah, this kid just find people to push, man. Like, yeah, I like him. I really like him.
If I was the coach, I would just say follow him.
Yeah, wherever he goes, just run the ball behind him.
He don't care who it is.
And he enjoy it. Like he hunting, he literally seeking people to push, man. Yeah, that's crazy. That's what's up, though, man.
On one of the plays, he blocked like 4 people.
Yeah, shout out to Jay Boogie. I think they call him Jay Boogie. But shout out to him, man, for being a special kid. So, man, first up, man, we got some guests tonight, man. Appreciate everybody for joining. You know, we always keep some guests, some young men who deserve to be recognized for the hard work they do on the football field and also in the classroom. But real quick, I am doing a giveaway, a Hot Ball Sports giveaway for all my folks in Jacksonville, man. I'm doing a giveaway. Please, please, please send me one highlight video that you want to be entered into the giveaway. Do not send more than one, please. Please. I'm giving away 3 Blaze Vision visors. And like I said, please just send me one video, a highlight, the best highlights you can find of your kid or whatever, and send that with one video, please. And a report card or a progress report, the most recent, whichever one you got. Thank you. All right. Where we at?
Man, this still kind of like you know, it kind of troubled me, man. I shot these couple of the highlights because you know I'm trying to go live on Instagram, but I got this news. It kind of hurt me a little bit, man. I watched this kid early in the season. He was really electric, man.
I'm gonna start the highlights.
I got news today that he tore his ACL, his MCL, and his meniscus, man.
But he in great spirits, man. It was crazy because when we got on, he was laughing, he was joking. You know what I mean? So I was excited to see that he is in good spirits. Huh?
That's the wrong one.
Nah, I got you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I got you, brother. Got to give me a second. All right, so they call this kid
Blaze.
Blaze. Is that the? Yeah, that's one of them. So showing that little cut back ability. And then hold on, man. My computer moving kind of slow. I don't know if it's because let's see the next one.
Yeah, we featured him earlier in the year with like a whole highlight. I wasn't able to get it to Coach Act tonight, but
yeah. Well, as you can see
why they call him Blaze.
Yeah, as you can see,
he only run with one speed. He only played with one gear. Offense, defense.
But as you can see, when he turned the corner, you better have your jets on. And we got one more. Yeah. So yeah, that's Blaze, man. And we're gonna talk to Blaze for a little bit. As Moan said, he did tear his ACL and MCL, man. But the kid in great spirits, good athlete. When y'all see his wall, man, y'all gonna think he bought all them medals, man. It's crazy. But we're gonna bring Blaze on, man, and talk to him for a second. Blaze.
What's up?
What's going on, man?
Good.
Look, y'all see that wall back there? Show us that wall real quick, Blaze. Just showing that wall, man. He say that's all wrestling.
Hey, that's a lifetime full of achievement for some kids.
And he said he got some in his wrestling bag he ain't even took out yet. So, Blaze, tell us, man, how does wrestling help you with football, man?
It helps me a lot on my like balance and like cutting and moving quick and all that. But in my tackling, because I get really low. In wrestling, we usually get really, really low. So I usually just go for their legs in football. And then they can't really get that much yards and stuff.
Yes, sir.
Hey, being as though your season was cut kind of short, Blaze, what was the highlight? What would you say was the highlight of the season this year? Like, what game do you think that you just was like unstoppable, uncontrollable? just that guy?
All of them mostly, but my best one that I think I done like the best one in would be one of the Titans game, where like I was the only one to score, and like we stopped them almost every single play. They didn't get any kind of yards.
Yes, sir. So
So
Blaze,
what do you
man.
like more? You like offense more or defense more? Because you make big plays on the defensive side too.
Yep.
Which one got more?
Offense.
Like to score touchdowns?
Yeah, and hit people.
You hit people on offense, Blaze. Any way you can get them all.
Yeah, we played DC Eagles, and I had the ball, and I ran out of bounds, but they didn't call it, and I was still running, and number 10 on their team, and I trucked him.
You tried him. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So,
hey, go ahead, Ant.
How's school going this year, Blaze? I know y'all doing virtual schooling out there, or y'all you going?
We're doing. We go to school.
So how you doing in school? How you grades and stuff looking?
Good.
Good.
A's and B's.
Yes, sir. That's what's up. So being that you shine on Saturdays when you come to school on Mondays, how much attention do you get, Blaze? Do people know who you are at school as far as your
Quite
football?
a bit.
Huh?
Yeah.
You said quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what's up. So you something like a celebrity where you from?
Something like that.
Hey, I was going to ask you. Your dad told me that earlier this year you started out, you tried out for a team, and the coach put you at like offensive tackle or something like that. But you was like one of the smaller guys on the team. Now, after y'all played quite a few games out there, 12, 13, 14 games.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think that coach is what do you think that coach is thinking right now after watching highlights after highlights after highlights after highlights of Mr. Blaze?
We should have played him.
I think he probably thinking the same thing too, Blaze.
You think he's kicking himself in the butt?
Yeah, a lot.
A lot. But you found a team where coach gave you opportunity to do what you like to do. You know what I mean? And show your skills. Talk to us a little bit about your coach, man. How great of a guy is your coach?
He's good. He coaches 2 teams. He's pretty good. We always scrimmage. I like when we have to scrimmage. We usually scrimmage the 9U. I'm glad because he usually don't put us with the 7U. But he's a really good guy. He's pretty fun. Yeah, he's really fun.
What's his name, Blaze?
Pretty good. Coach Wiz.
Coach Wiz. Give old Coach Wiz a shout out, man. For everybody out there who don't know who Coach Wiz is.
Shout out to Coach Wiz.
Yeah, man. Tell Coach, man, he's doing a great job, man. How about your team? When you got there, did you know anybody on the team when you first got there?
No.
How long did it take for you and the rest of the guys to kind of get together in jail and you know?
Not that long.
Yeah.
When I first got there, we were pretty much friends already.
Yeah.
You know how I go.
You know how
I go, right?
when the ball player step on the field, you know, everybody know when the ball player's in the building.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you that guy, man. So that's what's up. You got a good attitude, man. Especially being that you got injured, man. And I know you say you're missing football right now, but your attitude is awesome. Your energy is awesome. You know what I mean? So now you just got time to sit back, train a little bit, get yourself together, and just get faster and stronger. So next year when we see your highlight tape, we should see you running past everybody. Nobody should be able to catch you next year.
Yep, we definitely praying for you, hoping for a speedy and healthy recovery, man.
Definitely.
Take it slow.
Thank you.
And it's up to you, man. You can stick around if you want to. You always got a home right here, Stan.
Always, man. Anytime you want to talk, you tell your dad to get in touch with us, and we'll bring you on so we can talk to you, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, hey, man. You got real quick. What's your social media?
What?
I said, what's your social media? You got social media? Instagram, Twitter? Where you at? Where you at on Twitter? Where you at on Instagram?
My name?
Yeah.
And I have a
what's your
Facebook.
screen name?
My Instagram name is Blaze Birch. That's my
Blaze
Instagram.
Birch. All right, so it's your name. Make sure y'all go and follow Blaze, man. Keep up with these young man. Like we always say, when we bring kids on Stamp, we want to make these kids big deals, man, and we want y'all to help us do exactly that. So make sure y'all go check Blaze out. Follow him on Instagram. How you young men follow him on Instagram. I'm sure Blaze don't have a problem following y'all back, huh?
I will follow y'all back.
He will follow back. So make sure y'all go check Blaze out. His name is Blaze Birch on Instagram. So be sure to follow Blaze. Keep up with what he got going on, man. He got a process ahead of him to get back to football next year, and we're gonna be rooting for you, Blaze, and we're gonna be watching for you, man. So take it on, head on as you do anybody else.
God willing, we're gonna come out there and watch you live.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get out there and see you. So hopefully we can do that.
All right.
All right, Blaze. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for letting me in the show.
Yes, sir. Blaze Birch, man. I like that kid. That kid energy was what's up. For the first one, like that energy was all right. That's all right.
You can't ask
kids, man.
Better spirit
yeah. To take that kind of injury, man, as a kid, and not being able to wrestle or play football this season, man, that could be harmful to a kid's, confidence and have your spirits down. But man, that energy was all right. He kind of woke me up a little bit. I was a little tired coming into this one, but thanks to Blaze, we woke. Now we got another young superstar that a lot of people may know about. Oh yeah, that's Blaze info at the bottom of the screen. Make sure y'all go follow these kids, man. Please do that for us, man. If y'all on Instagram, follow these kids, man, and support them as much as you can. But we got another superstar coming, man. A kid that a lot of people up my way know. Probably a lot of people in the country now that his 9U team is ranked like number 3 in the country at the moment. So we're gonna get to him next. I'm gonna show you his highlight tape real quick that his dad put together for us. I definitely appreciate him for that. But yeah, man, Braylon Cave, man, this kid special quarterback for the Northside Pride 9U, and he can spin it for real.
I got a chance to watch him.
Yeah, I did too. A few times. That was against Tough Smoke, man. Them people did something real nasty to Tough Smoke, man. But he definitely can throw the ball and put it on the spot.
Look at that there.
Yeah, like he definitely drop it in the bucket. And he'll get out and run on you. You hear mama.
Yeah.
Run it. Yeah, man, the kid definitely can let it go. Ain't gonna drop it in the basket too. Ooh.
I was highly impressed with his IQ.
Oh yeah. He manages his offense. Now, it don't hurt nothing to have probably one of the best 9U running backs around. 9U athletes and wide receivers. Like, he got some kids around him.
That throw right there was a great throw, man.
Oh yeah. Got some kids around him, man. That's some good ball players.
Over top the linebacker and in between.
This was against Air Academy when they put the shutout on L. Mr. Magic with the reception and touchdown. Then that was against Falcons United to Bryson. Another kid who's special. So that team definitely, this against GTM. Like, look at these tosses. Look at them tosses. So this a kid that can definitely spin it, man. And he kicked field goals, just, you know what I'm saying, to put some icing on the cake.
Right.
Look at that throw.
Yeah, you can definitely tell he put a lot of work into a lot of these throws because
Oh,
the
yeah.
screen passes were right where they need to be at, where the receiver can catch the ball and keep going.
Oh, yeah.
No waiting.
Almost done here. Good toss. Yeah, he dropping it. He putting it in the basket, man. As a receiver, you gotta love that. A young receiver, quarterback dropping it on you. Ooh, that was mean. Oh, them were the new jerseys. They had the sniper gang jerseys this weekend, man. Them the new ones.
Okay.
Yeah, them the new ones. They got the sniper gang units, man. So that's Mr. Braylon Cave Jr. Definitely a special young man, man. We're gonna bring Braylon on. Who you got there? Who that is? Just jump in.
Oh shit.
Oh, hold on, bro. 1 second. We're gonna get to you. Braylon,
What's up?
what's up? How you doing?
Good.
So, man, we just checked out your highlight page. You definitely got the ability to throw the football pretty well, man. What kind of practicing goes into being able to do that at 9 years old and play quarterback, man?
A lot. A lot of hours.
How many hours a day? That's some summer hours right there. And I'm pretty sure you work with your offensive coordinator too. Because I've seen you taking hand signals and things of that nature. That's next level for 9.
Thank you.
So talk to us about how much time and work go into being that good at 9 years old.
Well, on Sundays, I go down to Orlando with Chris Leak, and he helps me with my mechanics and my drops and stuff like that.
Uh-oh.
They're the high schoolers then. Then in practice, we throw a lot. We work on the connection with my receivers.
Yes,
So
sir.
the game was good.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, I want to see if you remember something. Let's see how good your memory is. So y'all was playing Air Academy about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that.
2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, y'all was playing Air Academy, right? And Magic was lined up with no cornerback on it. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
What was I know Magic was speaking to the coach. What was your thoughts when you seen that?
What was my thoughts?
Yeah, what was you thinking when you seen Magic out there with no cornerback on it?
I thought it was going to be a touchdown.
It was too. So how do y'all communicate that with coach when something like that happened? What does Coach Andre teach y'all how to communicate with him to let him know what y'all see and to actually make changes to what y'all see?
Well, when we see that nobody's on one of our guys, he usually runs a streak, or or Coach Doe give us signals.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man, y'all got a pretty good coaching staff over there. I'm pretty sure, it's like a family. All y'all real close and tight with each other, man. So, you know what I mean? Y'all got a pretty good coaching staff. I had a chance to meet them. I've been around a few of them. So how tough are those guys in practice?
I mean,
You ain't got to be modest on here. This is
Yeah,
stat.
you can tell us the truth. They ain't gonna get you.
I seen him in action.
no, they actually is pretty tough.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can only imagine playing being coached by Coach TK. Cause even during the game, he tough. Like he don't hold nothing back. So I can imagine being coached by Coach TK. But he a good coach, man. Just give me some stuff you done learned from Coach TK.
Well, on certain routes, I was taking the wrong drops. I was getting the ball out late. He helped me out with that.
What's up? Have you always been a quarterback, or is this something you new to, or you always play QB?
No, I've just been playing it for 2 years. This is my second year.
When did you realize that this was something that you was good at and something that you wanted, take serious?
Well, my dad kind of like wanted me to try it, so I started trying it and I ended up liking it.
Sir. Speaking of your dad, man, how important have your parents, dad, mom, how important have they been into your success?
Really important, especially God. He's been helping me with this also.
Yes, sir. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all, man. Your team is the number 3 team, ranked 9U team, man. How good does it feel to be in that position?
Great. It feels awesome.
Nah, they 3. I don't think they're
number
ranked.
1.
I think they should be number 1. Me personally, but I'm gonna just go by what's on paper. I think they one of the best in my opinion. But just I want to know, man. And also, you got some ball players around you, man. You got a lot of guys around you that's really, really good, man. Let's talk to us a little bit about Magic.
Well, he good. He has his moments.
Yeah, everybody does.
Yeah, but he good.
And then you got 2 guys in front of you, Mr. Reinhardt and Mr. All Day Long, that protects you. That protects you when you throw the ball and also make crazy plays on defense. How fun is it to play with those guys?
It's actually real fun.
Yeah,
I enjoy it a lot.
You get on them when they miss their assignment sometimes.
Yes, I do.
You seem like a cool kid at the quarterback spot, man. I see you be able to manage the game. Where you learn to get, to be cool like that, man, and actually take control and manage the game. Even if y'all get down, you kind of stay calm. So where that come from?
Well, when I go to Chris Leak and stuff, I used to be like real mad. I used to get like really hyper when we would be down. So Coach Chris and my dad helped me like calm down. They tell me to be even kill.
Yes, sir. And you speaking of Mr. Chris Lee, the ex-Florida Gator, the national championship winner, Chris Lee.
Yes, sir.
How fun is it to have a guy like that teaching you how to play the position?
It's real fun.
Tell me something.
Have you studied his highlights?
Go ahead. My bad, Mom.
Have you studied his highlights?
Sort of. Kind of.
Hey, Chris was pretty good.
Yeah, Chris was all right. Until he got to Chicago. But he was pretty good at Florida, though.
Chicago's like Cleveland. Everybody's bad there.
But yeah, man. Tell me something, Chris. Chris done showed you that'll stick with you, that you think will stick with you for a long time, man. That playing quarterback.
Well, he taught me this route chart. He taught me a route chart. So my drops from under center and shotgun, so that always stick with me.
Yes, sir. You got a quick release too, man. We kind of seen on some of those passes you can spin. You can definitely spin and throw the short routes, the deep routes. You know what I mean?
Actually better than a lot of older kids I've seen.
Yeah. You definitely got an arm on you. Just what's your thinking when you got to put some touch on it, when you need to put some zip on it? What you think?
What you mean, like what I'm?
Like, okay, you got a receiver. He may have a corner right behind him. You need to put a little touch on it, get it behind him.
It depends on how the defense is playing him.
All right. So
like, yeah. So has Chris started to teach you coverages and things of that nature?
Yeah, he teach me that. It's board work and stuff like that. So
you've been on the whiteboard.
Yes,
as a coach, I appreciate that, man. I really do. I see a lot of older quarterbacks that hold the ball too long, things of that nature. I watched you get some heat, and instead of taking the extra movements, you got rid of the ball. So I definitely appreciate the coaching that you get, I think it's top notch, and I think it'll be wonders for the future.
Say what? Say that again.
I gotta keep it in my playmaker's hands.
I like that. See, that's what.
Yeah.
And look, I mean, I don't know if you watch the show. I don't know if y'all pay attention to the show or not. But I'm huge on young quarterbacks throwing the ball. Right. I usually say 10 quarterbacks should be actually throwing the ball, taking drops, making throws. But you doing it at 9. So when I get a chance to see stuff like that, I get extremely impressed. When I hear kids say I got to keep it in my playmaker's hands, I get extremely impressed. You got a lot of playmakers around you, man. So it's special that you are learning how to play quarterback and how to be good at the position at this young of an age, man. So it's an honor to talk to you. We always enjoy. Well, I know I do. I always enjoy quarterbacks, man, especially young ones who can really throw the ball around, man. I love seeing it. So make sure you keep the highlights coming. I'm sure I'll get a chance to see y'all at least once or twice again before this.
The hard work.
And man, keep working. Stay with Chris, man, and you know what I'm saying, and just keep at it.
I definitely will be following you.
Yeah, we will be checking you out, man. Let everybody know what your Instagram tag is so we can put it up so people can go follow you, man. So what's your name on Instagram?
BMax_Barnabas.
Say that again.
BMax_Barnabas Maximus.
BMax_Barnabas Maximus. You gonna get that up for us, Mom?
It's in the comments.
Is it in the comments? Where's that?
It's on my mom.
I see it.
Oh, there you go. Yep. All right, cool. So make sure y'all go follow this young man. Please, like we say, we want every kid on this show to be a big deal, and we treat them like a big deal, and we would appreciate if anybody who supports us support the youngest, man. These our future. It's the future of football. It's the future of society. So if we don't give them the support they deserve, man, who knows
Nobody
what?
will.
You know what I mean? So, B-Mike, we appreciate you, man. You got your own apparel and stuff. Lift your shirt up, man. Let everybody see. He rocking his own gear. You know what I mean? Like, how can you go wrong? So you definitely destined to be a star. And I'm glad I get a chance to watch you go, man. So we enjoyed you. We'll definitely be looking forward to seeing you. You know what I mean? Soon.
Hey, go ahead and hang around the studio, Braylon.
Sir?
I want you to stay around. Hang around the studio for a little while if your mom or dad let you.
All right. Next time you see me, I'll be even better.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
I believe that.
And I don't doubt that one bit. Trust me. So make sure y'all go check B-Max out. Appreciate you, young man. You continue to do what you're doing. All right?
All right.
All right. We'll catch up with you. B-Max. Hey, man, that's two in a row, bro. That was good. This, man, listen. That's two. That man said, I got to keep the ball in the hands of my playmakers, dog. How many young quarterbacks you ever heard? I ain't heard many 13U quarterbacks say that. He may have been my second best quarterback interview besides Trey, man.
Hey,
I think Trey running like naked.
I'm not grading them. I
ain't grading them, but I'm saying
levels. I appreciate the work that they putting in to get.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not grading them, but I'm saying as the order that they come in, he definitely was as the order as we have done them. Trey was first, but in the order that I have done them, that's definitely I like that kid. He gonna be special. He definitely gonna be special. He gonna be a problem for a long, long time to come.
I believe so. Yeah. Speaking of long time to go, man, I'm gonna bring our next guest on, man. This kid been a prodigy since the 6th grade, man.
Right.
6th grade. Like, his name been buzzing on every youth circuit. And then he got to high school and people questioning, can he still do it? Can he still do it? And he just kept right on chugging along. They call him Baby Bus.
Is he still on?
He's still on.
Oh, he on. There you go. There you
He's
go.
still on.
We checking out the highlights first, or you gonna go ahead and bring him out?
Hey, go ahead and roll the highlights. Go ahead and roll the highlights.
Highlights running right quick. Excuse me, y'all. 1 second. Oh my bad.
Florida, early voting has started. Don't wait until Election Day. Go vote in person today.
Yeah, I definitely don't like
Just make
playing
sure you bring
ads.
your valid photo ID with a
But this YouTube, so you know you gotta respect
Hey,
the.
that's what happens when they play your videos a lot.
Hey,
You know that, right?
I hope that you guys are having a
Is this the wrong video?
And welcome back to
Yeah.
Sharp. And today on Sharp.
No,
sure?
that's the right video. You gotta skip the ad.
Huh?
That's the right video. Skip the ad.
Oh, I couldn't skip the ad.
Hey, yo, what's good, everybody? Hope that you guys are having a
Hey,
super.
making our words. Watch that guy again.
Hold on, I'm skipping it.
There
There
you
you
go.
go.
Okay, so far I like the explosiveness I see already. Oh. Oh, okay, you know, let me alone.
280 pounds of man.
Hold up a second, hold up.
Wow.
You know, they get on number 13 or 19. Let's go. So far, first off, it looks like he could lose like 10, 15 pounds and be an absolute beast. But yo.
Did he just jump over that dude?
Yeah.
This dude is a savage.
Wow.
I mean, not the more analytical side, his footwork is phenomenal. For a guy, little boy.
I actually watched that game.
For a guy
It took him a little while to get back up.
And only 6 feet tall too. It's not like he's like the craziest tall guy out there. I mean, 6'1", 6'1" is pretty solid. But he's not the biggest dude in the world. And for him to be able to move like this at that size,
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, this dude is gonna be a problem.
That's crazy.
Get off of me.
Wow.
I think he's gonna have to do something similar to Zion, where physically he's so gifted, and yes, could he be explosive and effective at the next level if he's able to just stay at this size and this speed? Yes. But losing 10 to 15 pounds is only going to make you faster, and you're still going to be heavier than basically everybody on the field. Get off me, little boy.
Wow.
And then he's got a little bit of burst to him. Hold up, wait a second. He's got a little bit of burst to him. I don't know. It's just guys
he was the head.
Like they're just some athletic big dudes. Wait, that's not their pile. I say if he can get down to like 245, dude. I mean, if he's 245, that
was a business decision right there.
Right now, minimum.
Yeah, that's
you
what's
could not
up.
tell me he wouldn't be in the mid 4.5s on a 4.
This is a 10-minute video though. We're gonna go
yeah, man, that's impressive though. I'm gonna watch that. I'm definitely gonna watch that myself, but we're gonna bring him on, man. Antoine Littleton.
You got it. There you go.
How y'all doing?
What's up?
What's up, big fella?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
Man,
I'm
good,
right,
man.
Hey, how things been going for you in this COVID situation? We're trying to keep yourself in the best possible shape.
Not hard at all. I'm working 4 times a week, so I mean, I still got the same routine. I'm just more cautious with, wearing my mask out when I'm supposed to and things like that, taking my vitamins, things like that.
Hey, I know how much of a hard worker you are. I've been watching you since the 5th or 6th grade, and I ask guys like you that I've been watching over the years to come on the show because we have mostly younger kids on the show. So, like, what kind of advice can you give to kids that's watching you, right in the now? They think that the success just came overnight or the office just came overnight. Just speak a little bit about, your trials and tribulations with, being that guy that everybody talked about at the youth level, and then you had to make the transition to the high school level, and you had, little bumps in the road, but you kept right on churning ahead and, getting to where you at now?
In middle school, going into the 8th grade, we had the FBU team, the national championship team. So after that, I kind of like set myself at a high standard where, I was just going to play against the best and I was going to be the best. I just told myself that all the time. And going into St. John's as a freshman, going in there and getting to know some of the teammates on there. I built relationships with them as well. But at the same time, I was there to prove a point that I belong, that I was going to be able to compete.
Yes, sir.
That I wasn't just, one of the freshmen that just came in, thinking he's going to be on the WCAC team and he's just going to, be wearing the uniform. No, I actually wanted to play. So, and you speaking about trials and tribulations, I'm pretty sure everybody know, but, everybody know I went through a little thing where, I had to, leave school and, come right back. Well, things like that, just for like me giving advice to little kids, just really focus on your books. I didn't actually understand that like until like my junior year, to be honest with you. Like it didn't like really start to click with me until my junior year. Like this is really serious. Like next year, if I don't, I'm good now, but I'm just saying like hypothetically. But if your grade not good, you can't go in the running like you want to. You can't go in the running, put on that uniform and represent where you from, because and then I just felt like if I didn't do that, I'd be letting my family down and everybody else that was counting on me too. So it was things that I had to prove, and also I had people that was counting on me. So I just had to focus up, always stay focused. Remember what you in school for, not to play around. You in there to learn and do your work. And, so you can make the college. If you have dreams or aspirations, playing, in the NFL, whether it's basketball, football, soccer, or anything like that. So, I just tell you to always stay focused and lead them girls and all the other things and stuff.
Yes,
Leave that stuff alone, because that stuff come. My mom always told me stuff like that. That's gonna come. That's gonna be there. Don't worry about that. But what you really chasing is one day you want to be rich. You want to have that money so you can take care of your family. So that's one of the things that I really want to do. So I did it.
Right.
Hey,
And you spoke about family, right? Like, how important is it in you setting a standard, not just for yourself, but leading the path of leading your brother, which is also a good athlete and up and coming, college prospect himself?
My brother, he always seen how hard I work growing up. He always seen me, playing. So whether I was in a game, believe it or not, if I was playing a game, my brother was on the sideline watching me. So everything that I do, and he see where, if my coaches were critiquing, if they were critiquing what I was doing, my brother was sitting right there paying attention, seeing what. So if I did something and I messed up on that, he gonna make sure when he do that, he not gonna mess up on it. He already got down pat because he done seen somebody already done, critique, what I done did. So I mean, with him being a sophomore this year, and him still watching me as I got one more year, this year, I'm pretty sure he's still gonna keep learning and taking away some of the advice that I always give him, because you live with me, so he watching everything I do, so he always he watching. Then the other day I got a sister who runs track, she dances and things like that. So we in this house is pretty much everybody they do a little bit of everything.
Gotcha.
I got a question, man. When you walk, I'm sure you've been a big guy probably most of your life, right?
Mm.
So when you walked in on the high school campus, man, and the coaches seen you, I'm sure they probably had in their mind like this, we gonna have this guy, he probably can play up front or guard or, you know what I'm saying, something like that. How did that go? How did that conversation go with the coaches? Like, nah, dog, I'm a running back, like, and I'm a good running back at that, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? How that conversation go?
To be honest with you, it was never going into high school. I never really had that conversation because, like I told you before, the 8th grade year we won a national championship. Everyone that's seen that, they can see what I could do,
Right.
and I've been proving it since the 6th grade, as he was saying. So, me playing defense was never really, especially on the front four, was never really brought up. Playing D line, but some people wanted to see me play it, but it wasn't nothing that that I wanted to do. Because what I wanted to do, I wanted to play running back. So that's why I chose to do. So whatever high schools or colleges that was recruiting me for for running back.
Running back,
So,
yes, sir. Hey, so going into college, have any of the coaches said, "Hey, look, we need you to do this before you come in, or you got to do this, or this is what we need before you get here," or how has it been on the recruiting trail?
the recruiting thing is like been up and down, to be honest with you. Even though I'm committed, I'm still I'm still in touch with the coaches. We always talking. I was just on a Zoom call with Coach Locks, a couple of days ago. So we always in touch. But when it comes to me registering for college and things like that, that's always a one-time thing for everybody. So it's nothing that I really looked into after coming into my senior year. So I had just learned that I had to apply for college and register and things like that. But the coaches, they don't really ask me. They really don't ask me for anything. They just tell me to just be ready to coming into college. But
Go to work.
only thing that I'm gonna hold myself up to is make sure I'm coming in being in tip top shape so that when I come in I can be able to compete with people that's there already.
Definitely. So you're a senior right now, right?
Yeah.
So how tough do you think it'll be missing this last year of football, not actually getting to play football? I'm sure you keep yourself in shape, you know what I'm saying? But just not being able to play this last year of football, then having to walk into the University of Maryland next year, like how tough that's gonna be.
I was just talking to my mom about this too, because you get to be a senior one time, so you want to experience everything. You want to
Exactly.
experience prom, you want to experience dances, things like that. So you want to experience that last home game, or that last playoff game, or that last championship game. So I told my mom, I'm the type of football player where I'm not just reckless on the field, but if I need to be reckless, I will. But I know how to protect myself. So God forbid me getting hurt when I do choose to play. But I told my mom I will be playing this season.
Definitely.
Hey, I got one more thing that I definitely want to ask you and make it a vocal point, because I watched your family, I watched you, and you come from the Westlake, the Merlin Heat, which is a powerhouse youth program, and I see at some of the other programs around the country, people give back. And over the last couple of years since you've been in high school, anytime I'm at a Heat game and there's a big game, you always there. Like, how important is that to you and to the Heat program, where guys just keep coming back and making sure that level of excellence get passed on to the next one and the next one and the next one?
Once you go out to high school, whatever guys that you play with, and you end up going to high school with them. If you're lucky, sometimes it's always good to come back and just be around each other, just see how you're doing, things like that. So, like say for instance, like Rakim, things like that. When I was at Eleanor Roosevelt and I wasn't at St. John's, I was still coming to the Merlin Heat games. I was still coming to St. John's games, still supporting, because it goes beyond just football. Like, we family, so well, whatever it is, we got each other back. It's a brotherhood. So going into
I appreciate that, brotherhood, man. I wish more people around the country, took heed to that and really, not just use it as a cliche, but as a lifestyle.
Nah, for sure.
Man, Antoine, man, it's been great. It's definitely been a good talking to you, man. To see a guy your size, man, make moves and jump over people and put your shoulder on people like that, man, is actually amazing to watch. And then to hear from you and see that you definitely been through something. You done seen, the worst side of it, and you also getting a chance to experience the best side of it. So, man, I wish you nothing but the best. I hope you go in the UM and rip it up. And get a shot at getting on the field tomorrow. Next year. So I definitely hope the best for you. I definitely be watching. You got a fan in me.
Definitely.
You got a fan in Stamp. You always welcome on here.
Cheering you on. Can't wait to see your name called on draft day. All of the above.
Hey, man, and listen, you get some Under Armour gear, you want to sign it and send it, I put it on the wall. So, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Just let me know, man. I definitely can use it, you feel me? But, man, definitely go in there and do your thing, man. Like you say, stay focused. Keep your head on straight, man. Do everything they ask you. And we'll see you. Hopefully we'll see you on Sundays. It ain't been another Jerome Bettis around in a while, man. So we might have one. We might have one coming. Y'all be on the lookout for him, man.
Yeah, definitely.
What's your IG, man? I want to follow you too.
7 Go Live with 2 E's. The number 7
Go Live with 2 E's.
GOLIVEE.
I'm about to follow you right now, man. Hot Ball Sports. Yep, I got you.
Hey, I definitely appreciate you, Twan, man. Send the family my love.
No, definitely.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all go follow this young man, man. Make sure y'all keep up with him. We gonna keep our eyes on you, and you be good. Thank you for joining us, bro.
No problem. Y'all have a good night.
You too. Definitely another good kid. Definitely. We've been rolling tonight, dog. And we got one more, and then we gonna get to one of my favorite guys that I done work with. He actually a referee, but we gonna get to him. But we got one more, man. Another kid. Introduce this young man. We got highlights for Cobra.
Yeah, Colin. Let me just make sure I'm spelling his name right. You know I'm terrible with names.
Yeah, me too.
Kalen, or is it Colin? I think it's Colin. I won't pronounce it correctly. The best of my ability. Yeah, when you get old, you tend to bring some.
He can introduce. But I just want to know we had something to play.
Yeah, I sent you the clip in your inbox. I can't get to it because it's still rolling live.
You sent it earlier?
Yeah, it's the one right after Colin Bryant White. That's his full name. Colin Bryant White.
I don't think I got that, bro.
I send it again.
Yeah, send it to me, please.
We're gonna bring him on, though. Colin, what's up, bro?
What's up? How do you pronounce your name? Let us know so we ain't butchering your name.
What you say?
Tell us how you pronounce your name.
Kyle.
Your phone breaking up, Colin. Say it again. Your phone broke up on us.
Pronounce your name.
Hey, Mom.
How you pronounce your name, Kyle? I don't know if you can hear it now.
I'm on the laptop.
Yeah, you sound good now. You sound good.
Yeah,
you saying pronounce your name.
It just kind of jumped a little bit. But tell us your name one more time so everybody can hear you. Yeah, it's jumping.
Tell mom she can use the phone. You don't have to use the laptop. She don't have to use the laptop. I just want to be able to hear you because you chopping up.
Yeah, it's kind of breaking up a little bit.
We'll be patient.
Yeah, we can wait on you. Ain't no rush.
Players highlight.
Yeah, we're going to play your highlight. Hey, you know you running fast when you get in open space and you put that head back. You seen that, Mo?
Mm-hmm. I watched it a couple times.
When you get in open space and that head go back, watch it.
Mm-hmm. It's over.
That's when you know you pushing the gas.
I don't know if that's dad or the coach. They was going ballistic.
Yeah, they was definitely definitely happy about that. But yeah, that's that move right there. When that head drop back, it's over.
It's always good to hear that when you're a player and you hear the coach or a parent or whatever, and you're going up the sideline. That's like music.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, Kai, you good now?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool. There we go. Now we got you. Lift it up a little bit so we can see you. There it is.
There we go.
We talked to Kai earlier. He couldn't stop smiling, man. What's up, Kai?
Yeah. Kai is actually one of the guys that's real supportive, like Shard. You know, I put out a cleat giveaway, and he submitted a couple of clips. And he was able to add to his drip.
Yeah, you want some nice cleats. They match the units too. I seen them. It look good. Clean. Man, so Kai, man, talk to us a little bit about you, where you from, who you play for.
I'm from Wichita, and I play for the Wichita Cowboys.
That's Wichita, Kansas?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey, y'all got some pretty good players up there. I watched a lot of y'all games this year, actually. What you like following in the footsteps of some of them guys?
What's it like playing with some of them guys?
Good. Some of them are garbage.
Nah, man, you can't do that. Hey, you is on stamp, but you got to go back to practice, bro. You got to play with them people. You don't want to be running through the line and your offensive line just decide not to block for you, man. You can't do it like that. Well, yeah, we watched that run, man. I was watching that run, and I seen you when you got to that sideline. You kind of took off, man. You got to running pretty fast. How fast are you?
I don't know.
You don't know?
You run track? You run track, guy?
No, I used to.
Why you stop?
The 200 and 100.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I need to see you back in the 200 and 100.
Yeah, we got to get you back on that track.
Track and football go hand in hand.
We can definitely see the speed, no question, with, on that clip, man. So just tell us a little bit about school. How y'all doing school out there? Y'all going to class or y'all doing virtual school?
I'm on virtual.
How do you like it? You dislike it? Would you rather be in class or do you like virtual school?
Rather be in class.
You rather be in class? Well, you the first person who done said that on here. Everybody else said it like virtual. Why would you rather go to class, man?
Because we don't do anything.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Hey, one thing about Kai, bro. Kai honest. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I got some little ones too, Kai. I agree. Y'all don't do nothing. And I can't wait to school go back. Can't teach, you can't teach. Yeah, got to go back.
Yeah. So, how you doing in school, though, Kai? Tell us a little. How your grades look?
My grades are doing good.
They doing good, or you making them good? You thumbing us up. So that means A's
and B's or B's and C's?
A's and B's.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We probably make that a qualification too, Coach, right?
Yeah,
A's
man.
and B's.
A's and B's. We'll bring you can come on with B's and C's, but we're gonna talk about it. But Kai, man, tell us what you like most about playing ball, and especially playing for the Cowboys. It's the Wichita Cowboys, ain't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Tell us what you like about the Cowboys and playing football.
It's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
I asked you was you gonna get shy on us, dog. I did. I asked you that before we started dinner. I say, man, you gonna get shy. You was talking good when we went live.
No, I'm not gonna get shot.
All right, well, talk to me, man. What you like about playing for the Cowboys?
They're good organization. I don't know how to talk. It's okay. Good organization.
Hey, that's what this for. That's why we do this. We
kids.
do this. This is practice for
Yeah,
kids
you don't gotta-
to get better, so that the next time you come on, you be a little bit better, and the
Yeah,
next
you don't
time you
gotta
come on, you be a little bit better.
Yeah, you don't have to be no professional. We ain't professionals. We just enjoy talking to y'all, man, giving y'all a chance to learn how to, get in front of cameras and talk to people. And because if you as good as I've been hearing and as I've been seeing, man, you gonna have cameras in front of you probably for a long time coming, man. So you gotta get used to it now, you feel me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we just gonna work through it.
Y'all got playoffs coming up too. I noticed that. Who y'all got in the first round of the playoffs?
Oh, playoffs.
Yep.
Who y'all got in the playoffs?
I don't know.
Whoever they are, you gonna beat them.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the plan, right?
Yep.
Well, I hope you plan on working hard, not underestimating your opponent.
How much work? How much do you work out personally by yourself? How much work do you do? Do you run and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your workout. What you do when you by yourself and you working out.
Yeah, I do parachutes and push-ups, and then sometimes, if it's not too cold, I'll go outside and run.
Yeah, I bet.
Do you consider yourself a dual threat or a pocket passing quarterback, Kyle?
A passing type of quarterback.
You like to throw the ball? You rather throw the ball than run?
Yeah.
That's what's
But
up.
if nobody's open, I'll run it.
Yeah, definitely. That's what's up. See, that's what I like. I'm the quarterback guy. I enjoy quarterbacks, man. So you got a friend in me, Kai. I love quarterbacks, especially young quarterbacks. So, man, tell me what you like the most about playing quarterback.
That yeah, you control the game and like you get your team hype and stuff.
Yeah. Are you good at being the leader?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. How much work do you put into playing quarterback? I know it's quarterback tough for anybody, even no matter how old you are. Quarterback tough for anybody. How much work do you put into just being a quarterback?
150.
150%? That's a lot. So when I catch you next time I see you play a game, when I see some highlights, I'm gonna holler at mom and dad and see if I can get some highlights. But next time I see you, I'm gonna
drop it in the bucket.
You throwing it, right?
Uh-huh.
You gonna be putting it on the money?
Yep.
All right, man. Make sure you're doing that now. I need to see that.
Okay.
Right. Cool. When you gonna wear your new cleats, man? You gotta send us a picture so we can hang it on our pages and put it on our Instagram story. But when you gonna have your cleats on?
Next Saturday or Sunday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. We always get excited, man. I know I do. I don't know about Moan, but I always get excited when we get quarterbacks on the show, man. Y'all guys, man. Y'all amaze me, man, at young ages. Especially nowadays, seeing how poor his quarterbacks is. Because I remember my time, the quarterback really just snap the ball and throw it in the air and pray to God somebody catch it. You know what I mean? So I get amazed to see how smart y'all are, man, and how well y'all do y'all job at such a young age. So good job, you Kai, man. Keep up the good work. Make sure them grades stay up. Because we will pull up in Wichita, Kansas to see you, man.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we definitely Instagram. You got an Instagram?
Yeah.
You know your name on Instagram?
Yeah.
What is it?
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai with a K. Is it with a K?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So make sure y'all check him out on Instagram, man. Cobra Kai with a K. Keep up with this young man. Make sure y'all support him. You know, we always ask for maximum.
Type it in the box. If not, I'm gonna put it on here.
Yeah, we're gonna type it. We're gonna type it in there, man. But make sure y'all go and follow Mr. Cobra Kai, quarterback for the Wichita Cowboys. Hey, Kai, man, we appreciate you for coming on. Keep doing what you're doing, man. You know, anytime you want to talk, you want to get with us, let us know. Tell your parents to get in touch with us when you can always come. You always got a home here. You know what I mean? You can talk to us whenever about whatever you need to talk about. We enjoyed you though, Kai.
Yep, appreciate
You're ready for us next time, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, now I'm gonna hold you to that.
All right.
All right, Kai. Thank you. Y'all have a good night.
All right.
Where the white hat went at, man? He left us.
I get him back.
Yeah, man, but that was.
I know he had to ref 2 games tonight. He probably jumped in the shower or something.
Probably, yeah, he probably was trying to relax a little bit. But yeah, man, that was Cobra Kai. Wichita Cowboys QB, man. Definitely. Always a pleasure, man. We always start our shows off with interviews, man. We try to get as many as we can in before we get to our keynote topic, which tonight is definitely one that you want to tune into, man. We appreciate everybody who's still with us. You know, the support has been outstanding for the Stamp Show. But Moan, I'm gonna let you crank this one up because you was eager about it when the show started. I had to kind of, you know what I'm saying, pull you back a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you get into this one first, cause you've been prepping for this, man. You've been really prepping for this, man.
I ain't been prepping for it. It's just how I feel. Like,
yeah, of course.
You know, it's been a lot of times that I might think something as a coach. I might think something like, I'm ready to knock you out, like literally. But at the end of the day, I'm saying to myself, I got 25 or 30 kids that's watching me.
Right.
So I can't just straight react like that. And I mean, most of the time, it might not even be the person with me. I just might feel that way. But I definitely don't think that no person should be like constantly antagonizing another person or constantly crying, whining, blaming the ref. Like,
man,
it's like, what happened to controlling the things that you can control?
Man. So listen.
That's what I got a problem with.
Listen, I did a game this weekend, man. And no knock to nobody, man. But and I'm really using it as an example because it happened. But I've been seeing this all year in youth football. And it's really, really getting aggravating, bro. You know what I mean? But I'm watching 6U games where coaches complaining that the ref threw more flags on one team than they threw on their team, or the ref missed a holding call. This we watching 6U, bro. They hold every play. I haven't seen a 6U offensive line yet that don't hold on every play, right? And if the referees threw flags the way coaches beg for them, the game would take 4 hours, bro. Literally.
I watched the game take long this week, just based off the people.
Yeah, and it's not the kids. Bro, I literally had a kid, a 6-year-old, and I'm steady hearing the parents, steady hearing the coaches, everybody on the sideline screaming, they cheating us, they cheating us, they cheating us, they cheating, they cheating, they cheating. I mean, not just once or twice, bro. This was literally for maybe almost 10 minutes of a football game. They cheating, they cheating. The refs cheating. The refs doing this. They ain't doing this. They need to be doing this. Why they ain't do this? Literally coaches running on the field after the play, jumping up and down, throwing their hat. Like, bro, what are you doing? Like literally just outright boo-hoo crying. And then I walked up on the kid on live because the kid made a big play. So on my lives, I like to walk up on the kid and ask him, you know what
I got
I like to
footage,
ask.
but I
Hey,
just
listen,
played the
I like to
footage,
ask
bro.
you. I like to walk up on the kid and say, "Hey, bro, you know what's your name?" I ask the kid his name. This kid turn around and look at me, a 6-year-old, and say, "Man, they cheating." Who cheating, bro?
Where you get it from? You get it from adults. That's what I
Cause he
think they
hearing
get.
shit. Cause if you don't say they cheating, that kid just playing football, man. He's 6.
That's it.
You know what I mean? So that's one thing about youth football these days, man. That's really, man, the referees are not, these are not college and NFL refs. And even the college and NFL refs blow wreck, bro. They even make horrible calls. But and the coaches complain about it. But you will never see a coach run on the field and jump up and down and throw his hat on the field without catching some type of repercussion behind it. And not just once, but play after play after play. Like literally, I'm thinking this man on the field coaching, bro. Like, cause you can be on the field, but he got a coach on the field, and he on the field. He close enough to be coaching the team, and he's supposed to be on the sideline. Like, bro, what are y'all doing? Like, and we forgetting that the importance of the game of what we doing in youth football is developing the kids, bro. So if you raising a kid up to understand, to believe that if you leave in practice or if you going in practice, which I'm sure 1,000 coaches in the country, maybe more, do this often. When you go into a visiting team and that Thursday, last practice of the week, you break your team down and you say, man, when we go in this game, you know we're gonna have to beat them and the refs. You wrong. You know what I mean? You are extremely wrong because you're giving them kids a way out before they even play a snap of football.
I mean, you might feel like that, but you said it to the adult. You said it to the coach, not to the kids.
Yeah.
You never said it on the kids.
Yeah. And the kids, I hear the kids say it. Oh, that's that home cooking, and that's, bro, you gotta be careful what you feeding these youngins, man. And we as adults have to compose ourselves a lot better when we are in positions like mentor positions, bro. Like you have to be more in control of your emotions when you are in a position to teach children. Because you can't tell a child not to be disrespectful, not to do this, not to do that, and you on the sideline calling the opposite coach out his name. It should never come to a point where two coaches get into any type of shoving match, any type, bro. It should never get to that point. Why? Because you have somebody on the sideline watching you, bro, that looks up to you and believes in what you're doing. And it should never get to that point. That is ridiculous. It's beyond, is not healthy. It's damaging to the children, man. You have to stop it. And if you can't control it, you just shouldn't be coaching. And that's how I feel about it.
How do you have no regard for knowing that people was filming? Like people was going live, and not just people with their phones. I'm talking about a live broadcast, and you have absolutely no regard for that.
Yeah, of course.
Like it's on YouTube, it's on Facebook, it's on this, it's on that. You got no regard for that. Like,
but I think the cameras actually do more harm than help for the adults. Right? And the reason I say that is because a lot of people see a camera and feel like it's an opportunity to say exactly what you feel and how you feel at the moment. And you probably 8 out of 10 times you probably should. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the time when the camera just in your face, you probably shouldn't say the first thing come to your mind. Cause I done heard all kind of crazy stuff. And I've been going live lately, so I just kind of try to walk off. You know what I mean?
Without the camera, you should probably say the first thing that come to your mind.
Right.
That's with or without the camera. But I mean, like an 8U game shouldn't last 3 hours, period.
Ever. A 6U game should never last more than an hour. Ever. But we got 6U games lasting an hour and 30 minutes, 2 hours because.
And then, like let's just get to the bottom line of it. Like the Seahawk and Red Breed game, like that just took away from everything that happened in the game with any of the athletes. Because the next day, nobody really talked about
The game.
None of the plays that the kids made.
Yeah. Because you
It was
would have
all
never
soccer moves by Atlanta Red Breeds coach. Like that's all they talked about. Like the sucker shit yo done. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, we stripping. I mean, I feel like in that situation, man, both of them guys have top tier teams that's in the spotlight constantly all the time. You have to be careful what you do, man. Like I just don't feel like it ever should be a point to where we disrespect.
I'm gonna go above that though. I'm gonna go above that. Like youth football should not come down to forms, championships, and bragging rights in those forms. Like, yo, I blame what happened Saturday on the people at YNC. Whoever's in charge of YNC, I blame that situation on you because you don't modify rules for teams, point blank, period. I don't care who they are, you don't do it. Like, rules are rules.
Right.
If you don't want to follow the rules, then you go somewhere else. That's what it is.
Was it an issue with rules? Was it an issue that the rules were modified? I don't know the full details. I just know what I seen in the videos and all that stuff. But
I can't say what truth was, but it was a loophole in the rule from the start because it said ninth grade can't play above freshman ball. Right? Ninth grade can't play above freshman ball. Didn't say eighth grade that play high school can't play above freshman ball. But I think anybody with some common sense know that if a kid is good enough to make and play on a JV level or make a varsity level team roster, that like it's no reason for him to play youth football. So then it's like you got Pop Warner, AYF, all these places. If you don't register at halftime, you don't register at the beginning of the game, you got to register at halftime. A kid cannot come in the game in the third quarter that never been certified. It just can't happen. It just can't happen, bro. And I think some of the stuff is being seen because it was brought to my attention that it happened at another football game this year. I went back personally and watched the football game, and I saw it. A kid holding the sticks, and he went in the game in the third quarter of a tight ball game. Yeah, now, I ain't saying they cheated or nothing like that, but it just wasn't no rules being followed. That's just the bottom line. Yeah, it's the bottom line, bro.
And like I say, man, my issue with the whole thing, like I don't know the logistics, and I try to stay out of a lot of the forums because of you don't know the logistics. You'll be doing backflips trying to figure them out because it'll be 700 comments and people saying all kind of crazy stuff. You'll never know what you're looking for. But I did see.
You can never take somebody's side just because you know them.
Like, of course, but I did see the video. You know what I mean? And my thing, the man said, Marcus Crowley said none of the kids were certified, books were never checked, and every kid was there at the beginning.
Every kid wasn't in uniform, DeMarcus. There's a picture of him. The parent chooses not to kick out the picture, but every kid wasn't in uniform. And it happened not once, but twice. And if you want to defend that, then you can go watch UTR video in the beginning and you watch the kid in plain clothes and then he end up playing on the game. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, yo, I'm not justifying no shit that nobody that I know, period. Like, whether you my main man, we hang out every day, or nigga I know, I'm not doing it, bro. I'm not doing it. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Jarvis did all type of fucked up shit. And I call him out on it. Like, he ain't God. Like, y'all got it twisted. Yeah, I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. Yeah. If somebody in Maryland do some bullshit, I'm gonna call them out. Y'all niggas be chumps with that. Cause you from somewhere, you gonna justify where you from, that person you know actions. Like, no, that's not cool, bro. That's not cool.
But you know, as I was saying, like the altercation was the problem for me. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't know the logistics, but it should never get to a point where we finna fight. You know what I'm saying? Well, we finna fight in the middle of the field in front of both our teams. You know what I mean? It should never get to that point. Why? Because we are coaches, we are mentors, we are supposed to be upstanding adults and examples for the kids to watch. And if I'm in the middle of the field, chest bumping you and pointing in your face and calling you out your name, and my kids sitting on the sideline watching it, guess what they gonna do when we start fighting? They're gonna clear the bench.
Fact.
And how can I tell my kids, stay out of trouble, don't do this, don't do that, don't follow my example, but I'm sitting there showing you everything I'm telling you not to do.
Yo, but the kids didn't even want to do that, though. That's the crazy part. The kids didn't even want to do that until antagonized by their coaches, the adults. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, and it's bad, bro. It's horrible, bro. It should never happen. As a grown man, if your attitude is not, if you cannot control your attitude enough to where you know when and when not to be that aggressive, or if you got to put on the scene just that bad to prove a point to whoever or to the internet or whatever, you shouldn't be coaching youth football. Because what you are doing is showing these young kids that it's okay to fly off the handle and then come back later and say my bad. But it's not, because once you do it and you mess up,
don't even do that.
And that's the thing.
Well,
like,
I ain't seen no problem. I ain't seen no
even worse. That's
like,
even worse. Right. That's even worse. Because now you saying, okay, what I did was right, and I did it in front of my kids, and so what? And if you make that an everyday thing, what parent want their kid? Don't get me wrong. You want a tough coach. You want a coach who coach hard. You want a coach who show your child that life ain't sweet. Ain't nothing sweet about it. But that same attitude costs people the time, a lot of time. It cost me 3.5 years of my life because I felt like couldn't nobody tell me nothing. And I could do whatever I wanted to do. And it's whatever. And I ain't listen to the people who were telling me or trying to be examples for me because they was doing the same thing they were telling me not to do. So I know this for example. You feel me? Like, bro, you cannot do that in front of kids. And it should never happen in front of kids, bro. If you cannot control your temper in front of these children, you should not be coaching them. And I stand on that in front of whoever, with whoever, about whoever. If your attitude get that bad about a football game, you should not be coaching these kids. Straight up. And I don't care how good a coach you is.
Hey, the reason why I asked the white hat to come on because I believe that a lot of time it come down to the refs taking control of the game. And like the game I seen Saturday, the refs didn't have no control over the game.
Exactly. And Al, this is one of my favorite referees, man.
Hey, what's going on?
My guy. What's up, man?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much.
Hey, listen. So I want to ask you, man, because I see it now. The refs definitely don't have control of youth football games anymore, man. And it's crazy. It's actually really crazy. But just how much have y'all noticed the control slipping from you all's grasp? Not when it comes to penalties, but just the repercussion for throwing penalty flags and being, trying to be an upstanding referee.
Right. Man, I see it on YouTube all the time, man, and that's one of my biggest pet peeves is to control and manage the game, and a lot of refs, man, they ain't ready for that big stage, they ain't ready for, all the rah-rah and stuff like that, man, and, that's one of the biggest problems in youth football is one, us as officials, we don't control the game, and, it's, we got to see things before they happen. Because of the emotions of the game, it's a high intense game, and I always tell my guys, our emotions we got to be even killed, we got to be calm. The players' emotions are high, the coaches' emotions are high, and us as officials, we got to be calm, we got to be able to neutralize, any situation, man, and I hate to talk about other refs, but we got a lot of what I call part-time referees, man. You know, you just doing this out there for the dollar. You know, you just doing this for the moment. You know, but I take this thing serious, man, because you know I want to I want to master my craft. You
Of
know,
course.
and it goes.
Of course.
You know, we have a lot of training going on, man. I mean, you know, on the high school stage, you know, film watching, you know, on how to be professional and approachable at all times. You know, and that's one of my biggest pet peeves, man. I mean, I could watch refs when they come into the football field, you know, or the basketball court on their appearance. You know how professional they are, how much training they done had. You know, so and I push my crew, man. You know, to we can't make no mistakes. You know, we got to be on our game every whistle, every play. You know, man. So it goes back to training, man. You know, just like these coaches, you know, they train and they practice for plays and you know want to perfect this. Us as officials, we got to watch film. You know, in our positions. You know, we got to train. You know, what to call, what not to call. You know, it's huge, man. It's real huge.
So real quick, man, I remember at Southern Hospitality, the first one, I was working the field that you was on, and we had a good time that day. But it was a moment where you and a coach had a, you know, a little. It got intense, but you was cool, and it got a little bit, you know, a little chippy. And you played it pretty cool, so I was kind of impressed with that. But what goes into doing that and knowing, you know, when to hold back, when not, you know.
Yeah, man. You know, just to point on something you said earlier, man. We got to set the example, man. All these kids, they watching us. They watching me as a stripe. They watching me as an authoritative figure. They watching each, you know, coach how we handle each situation, man.
Right.
And I always take pride in I don't have to watch what I do. I don't have to do it a certain time. You know, I'm gonna be Al all the time because you know I want to be a good role model. You know, for these kids, man. I want to be a good example for these young coaches. I done been in their shoes before. You know, I done been at the Grandpa's, the Scott Paul's, you know, days, you know, battling it out, man. When Grandpa won a national championship in '99, you know, and Pop won a football.
Yes, sir.
You know, I was part of that program. You know, so I know what it takes to be an emotional coach. You know, me and Coach Metz and them back in the day, you know, at Scott Paul, man, we used to do that thing, man. You know, Coach Fleming them, you know, man, I can go way back, you know, so I done been in the shoes as a coach. You know, my emotions have been, you know, high.
We talk that talk.
Definitely.
You know,
back in the day.
Oh yeah. So
that's when football was good.
Be calm, man. We gotta stay cool.
So listen, I like this comment, and I think we need to talk about it. I don't want to butcher your name, but I'm gonna say Miss Chaplin, right? She said the problem is the refs know the teams and coaches and don't want to upset their people. I've watched games where the coaches are cursing the refs and doing things that should have them ejected. And I have to. Now, what I do understand is that you don't want to just fly out the handle as a referee and say, all right, coach, you out of here. You know what I mean? Because you do want to give him the opportunity to correct what he's doing. But I've watched games get extremely out of hand to the point where referees got pushed. Referees told coaches what they was gonna do to them. Coaches told refs what they was gonna do to them. All the while, it's a football game. Like, bro, you totally forget it's a whole freaking football game going on because it's like, okay, now the entertainment shifted to the ref and the coach because they talking crazy to each other right now. You know what I mean? So
flip your phone sideways, Al.
Turn your phone sideways, out a long way. Yeah, there you go. That shit good. Let me see what we got.
It starts from the beginning of the game, man. You know.
Yeah. So, hey, Al, real quick, talk to that comment Miss Chaplin posted. The refs know the teams and they don't want to upset their people. I've watched games where coaches are cursing the refs, doing things they should have them ejected. Speak to that a little bit.
Yeah. Well, you know, I know, like you know, the MOT guys. You know, I'm from, you know, Jacksonville, but I'm down here in Albany, Georgia. You know, and that's one thing that I get respect from both sides because they know regardless if I know you or not, I'm finna call it straight down the line because I'm about these kids. You know,
Right.
you know, you got to put all down
I
that
think I got
personal
that sound bite
aspect
too.
of the game.
Yeah.
You know, and like I tell a guy in a minute, if I cheat for that coach, guess what? That next time that coach see me, he gonna already know what Al cheat. So I
Yeah.
already done messed up my credibility, whether it's his game or not. Because guess what? I know Al cheat because he done cheated for me.
Of
So
course.
you know, man, you can't cross that line, man.
Because your reputation as a referee matters too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just as your reputation as a coach
He
matters.
said that. He said that to the same coach that day because the same coach.
That day. Yeah.
He said that.
Your reputation matters, and that's what he told him. He was like, "Look, man, I ain't gonna cheat for nobody because what I do matters. Like I'm known to be a good referee. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the thing, and the same goes for coaches, man. Your reputation precedes you, man. You know they say perception is reality, man. So people gonna go off of what people tell them. Like, hey, man, every time this program come, they gonna do this, or they gonna act like this, or you know what I'm saying?
So being a white hat, right? How many times are you gonna allow coaches to storm the field or things of that nature for you just say, you know what, that's it, like that's game. Like how many times is enough?
You know, it's I started with my pregame with my refs, man. I tell my side judge and my head lineman, control your sideline. If I gotta control your sideline for you, you ain't doing your job. You know, and numerous times I tell the coach, hey coach, you know, help me out and stay off the field. Coach, help me out. Help me out and stay off the field. When it becomes unsportsmanlike, when you know trying to show up the other team, you know, I know it's an emotional game, you know, but when the coaches want to run off on the field, you know, I get it to the numbers, but don't come on there, you know, trying to disrespect, you know, the other team, you know. So that's when I have to, and I tell the coach, it's gonna if I throw a flag, of course my first one gonna be a sideline warning. But it comes to the point where when that coach know you finna flag and it's gonna cost the kids, he'll calming down.
Yeah.
And he will stay off the field. But it's us as officials, we have to know how to go to that coach professionally. Hey coach, help me out and stay off the field. Oh, okay, ref. You know, so it's all about the deliverance as an official. Now if I say, coach, get your butt off the field, come on. Now I'm disrespectful. You know, so now that coach, you done lost credibility or respect with that coach by how you ask him to get off the field, you know. So that's the first thing, and it's you know, as an official, I want to keep the game, you know, in control. I want both teams to show good sportsmanship throughout the game, especially the coaches.
Right.
You know, especially the coaches.
Right. And that worked both ways because it's something in place for coaches when they have a problem where they can actually come out and speak to the white hat, right?
Right. But the only way I'm gonna let a coach, you know, one thing I like to say as coach, you know, I answer your question, but I'm not gonna address any of your comments.
Right.
You know, I answer your question, but I'm not gonna, you know, address any of your comments. You know, like going back to the incident with that coach you was talking about, he wanted to talk to me, but I said, Coach, what's your question?
Right.
He didn't have a question.
I did
He wanted to make a comment. Coach, what's your question? Coach, you want a timeout? Yeah. So I'm gonna make him use a timeout, but then I'm going back to what's your question?
Right.
You know, I don't want to address any of your comments. You know, so that's where, but then that goes back to training as an official. That goes back to being professional as an official and knowing your craft.
Yes,
you know, and wanting to master your craft, you know. But if you don't have a question, then it's nothing for us to talk about.
Yeah.
How do you handle issues? Because both these issues kind of happened Saturday came down to league. Like one league has a certain set of rules, and another league has a certain set of rules. Do you establish that at the beginning of the game? If it's not established, do you go by just high school federation rules? Like, how is that supposed to be handled?
Yeah, that's most definitely at the coin toss. You know, after I don't and going back to my coin toss, you know, and I'm telling the kids, you know, playing the game, you're old enough to know from wrong and right. after I done address the kids, and I want to get both head coaches there prior to the kickoff, and I'm gonna go over the rules that I have in place in front of me, that we don't went over before the tournament started, and then I'm going to ask the coach, is there anything that we need to go over before we kick this ball off?
Right.
Because once we kick off, coach, we're not going back and changing nothing, or we're not adding nothing to it, because I gave both head coaches the opportunity to discuss whatever, rules that they want to go for, because at the end of the day, I'm not playing. Whatever y'all want to play by, we gonna play by, but we playing by the same rules.
Right.
So it don't matter what we play by, but we all gonna know what we playing by prior to the kicking off on my game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what a lot of the officials, they make mistakes at. I don't want to assume nothing in the game. So I want to clear it up prior to kickoff. And I can always go back to the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, and say, Coach, me and the head coach already done talked about this. We finna play ball.
Yeah.
And once I get it off of me onto the coach, because we've discussed it, and a lot of this come with experience, man. Being around youth football, being around, studying my craft, just referee meetings, watching film, man, and being a coach myself.
Right.
I'm gonna be the most understanding ref because I done been in your shoes as a coach.
Yeah, I actually watched you actually help coach the kids.
Yeah, coaching kids. Like, I was like, wow.
Telling the kid to get on the line, make sure he asked the referee, like all of that. I watched you do it. So it was like, to hear somebody say something was unfair when I watched you be more than fair was like, it's a bit too much running going on.
I love this stuff, man. I love these kids, man. I'm passionate about these kids, man, being taught the right way, man. You wouldn't believe even on the big boys level, the 13 or 14 man, the coaches, these kids don't know what they mean by go check with the ref. Let them know if you on or off the line. I don't know what your play is, coach. I don't know if this receiver is supposed to be on the line of scrimmage or off the line of scrimmage. We have not simplified the game to these kids. We assuming that they know, go check with the ref. Check with the ref for what? The ref does not know whether this receiver is supposed to be on or off. Tell me where you're supposed to be.
Right.
And then put it back on the coaches, man. We put it back on. They don't know the rules of National Federation, high school rule. They don't know. But they want to argue with us about rules, and you don't know the basic rules as far as it's only supposed to be 5 men on the line of scrimmage, not 7.
Right.
They changed that rule about 3-4 years ago.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But it's little things like that I know my conversation can't be too much with the coach because he don't know football.
Yeah, I think that, the block in the back, the mouthpiece.
Hey,
those things.
Miss Chaplin basically said the ref Saturday had absolutely zero control. They let a lot of nonsense unfold. I'm not sure what game she references. I'm assuming she referencing that Maryland Seahawks game. But she was like, how would you handle an issue in the third quarter that wasn't an issue at the beginning? But before we answer that, I did want to speak to, now the referees are not security guards. And we don't never want to get that confused. The referees are they rule the actual football game, and they keep the game moving in a timely fashion. They make sure that the teams are doing the things they are supposed to be doing correctly, right? But they are not security guards. They are not going, these guys are not going to jump in front of a coach that's swinging. They're not going to jump in front of a coach with a knife in his hand. They're not supposed to, right? And this is where my problem comes in, because the accountability of a grown-up who is coaching a football game should not put a referee in that position. Yeah, be upset. Be upset. He made a bad call. Ref, you made a bad call. Oh, my God, ref, what are you doing? Like, it's okay to do that. But when you get to, this such and such and such did such, man, this in cheating and all that, man, when you get into that, bro, that's when you starting to go to another place where you challenging another man's manhood. And once you challenge another man's manhood, you got to expect another man to react like a man, right? But if you treat a man like a man until he shows you differently, you know what I mean? Then we want a lot of those problems will never happen. Because I'm not just gonna walk up to a man just because he threw a flag on me and it was the wrong call and call him out his name.
Right.
But a lot of people don't think, and they're not sensible. They get so caught up in the moment. This is why I say if you can't control your emotions in your everyday life, if you can't control your emotions, man, you shouldn't be coaching kids.
Right.
Because, bro, it's dangerous, and it's dangerous because you challenging men. Like I just said, you challenging another man's manhood, bro. You don't know how he gonna react.
Right.
And you got 30 kids that's depending on you to get them through that football game. They parents depending on you to get them through that football game and get them home. And you challenge another man's manhood, you put those kids in danger, bro. And that's not smart. It's not a good idea. It's not conducive to the growth of the kids nor their well-being at the time of this ball game. So why do it? Because you mad. Like, bro, I promise you, 10 out of 10 of them kids on that football team, when that game ended and they won and lost, them kids weren't thinking about that game an hour from that, bro.
No.
Them kids could care less what happened in that football game, bro. They went home, turned their game system on, got on their phone with their girls and went to talking and texting. They might have mentioned it a couple times, but them kids don't care what happened in that ball game. Bro, we got people still talking about this game and these games and these incidents in the group, and it's been 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
So
like
look,
all people wake up early in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, posting in these groups about what happened Saturday. Like, bro,
So
grow
what?
up.
Tell me this. All right. The guy just said they didn't do a book check, right? But as a referee, if you see a kid standing in street clothes, right? And then he wind up in uniform, and the coach come to you and say, well, that kid, da-da-da, are you allowing him to play?
It goes back to the start of the game. If they did book check or they didn't do book check.
You said they didn't do book check.
They didn't do book check.
If they didn't do book check, then I mean, how am I supposed to, I guess find out if he's on the roster or not on the roster? I don't know if he got to the game late and they dressed him up or whatever. So all of that should have been handled
in the beginning.
Book check.
Right.
I can't. That's not my problem, my issue, because you guys agreed to not doing book check.
And that's a problem in itself.
So I'm not finna go stop my game and see that this kid come to the game late in his clothes.
Yes, sir.
And now he's changing.
Yes,
I don't know what's going on. The coaches already.
So how long do you let a melee like that go on before you call game from either side?
Yeah, we finna have a book check. Coach, give me both head coaches. Both head coaches agreed to not having a book check. Then I don't want to hear nothing about no book in no third quarter. Yeah. Because both head coaches
agreed not to do it. And that made plenty of sense. That made plenty of sense. I seen it this
weekend. 3 minutes, 5 minutes before you say, well, it's ball game. You forfeit.
Yeah, I had a situation in Atlanta, man. Team from Alabama coming to play an Atlanta team. And again, I'm out there for them kids, man. The guy didn't have his he had a roster, but he didn't have his national ID. You know, and we were 30, 40 minutes late on kickoff, but I didn't want these kids to come from Alabama.
And don't get a chance to play.
And not play. So
right.
I'm trying to be mediator between, hey, coach, go by his roster that he does have. If he have additional to that, then if we out here for these kids, let these kids play, man.
Exactly.
Let these kids play. But on the flip side, I understand coaches do some cheating stuff now.
And that's my problem with it. Like, let the kids play, but don't put the cross in the game. You know what I'm saying? Don't cheat. Exactly. Like don't be slick. Like we talked about this a little bit last week. Like, bro, don't just because it's a loophole, don't give a team a loophole to you against you. Like,
you definitely what
you do, bro. Like you a coach.
Cheating issue. For anybody watching, like y'all can cut. It wasn't a cheating issue. It was basically a rule issue with a loophole.
Right.
And Amp spoke on that a couple weeks ago, where just don't do it. Because if you don't do it,
like, that's my thing.
It's not an issue.
Yeah, it shouldn't happen because listen, this is my thing, and this is what I think a lot of guys getting away from in youth football. And I don't know why. And I'm not no psychologist, so I'm not trying to get into it, right? Like, I really don't care about the psychology behind it. But this is my thing. Bro, a lot of guys getting away from the fact that we are mentors when we doing what we doing, bro. Like, these kids actually look up to you, dog. And I'm talking to whatever coach is listening, like, bro, whether you believe it or not, these kids look up to you, bro. They see you when you doing what you doing that you shouldn't be doing. They see you, they hear you when you making them run because their mama told you they got in trouble in school, but you standing on the side of the truck after practice doing something you ain't got no business, and you don't even mind that they standing there. You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, it was a time when you just didn't do certain things in front of kids.
Right.
It was a time when kids did not have to see certain stuff because they were protected because they were kids. Like, we wanted kids, dog. When I was young,
grown folk business.
The old heads wanted kids, exactly. Started grown folk business, bro. When I was young, the old heads wanted to see us play ball and make it to the next level, and wanted us to see us get from around there. And they was causing all kind of hell in the neighborhood.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that was something we did not have to see because we were kids, bro. You know what I mean? And they respected the fact that these are kids. They are not adults. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Kids exposed to a lot of stuff nowadays that we weren't exposed to due to cell phones and social media. But the thing is, you don't have to add to it. You call yourself a mentor. You say you a stand-up guy for these kids. Are you really? Or are you putting on the front so you can be on the front line and you can get in the National Youth Football Group and talk crazy and say, my team, the best team in the country? Are you really mentoring these kids? Are you checking on these kids outside of football? Are you really making sure that they living the lives that they need to live in order to stay out of the penitentiary, not the graveyard? And that's the problem. That's what we losing at. You know what I mean? That's what we forgetting as adults and as mentors, that our goal is to keep these kids out of the penitentiary and out of the graveyard. Yep. Damn if they play another snap of football.
So the easy out be now that you can say, well, we only got them this long a day or this long. That's the easy out.
That don't matter.
I done heard it 1,000 times. We only got them 2 hours a day, 3 times a week, or 4 times a week.
I ain't coached football in a long time, bro. And a lot of my kids, you'll see them pop up on here. A lot of my kids, I still talk to. And we don't talk every day. But they'll hit me and be like, hey, Coach Amp, I need you. Or, what's up, Coach Amp? I was just checking on you. Like, bro, I still talk to them, and it don't take much. But one thing they can tell you, they ain't never seen Coach Amp, Coach Lane, they ain't never seen us doing something we ain't have no business, not in front of them. You know what I mean? We ain't angels, we ain't saints, we cuss, we do all that, and that's fine. And we got into it with referees, but we ain't never got to the point where it was gonna turn into a fight. We ain't never expect the coach to the point where he had to defend himself with his hands.
What's kind of like the fit,
bro?
Like what's kind of like the fit, bro? Because I see Al post a lot, like different cliches or quotes based on like what's going on right now. Man, you speak about it a lot. Like, what's the fix?
The fix is man up. My bad. Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, man. We gotta just continue to set this example for these kids, man. Through us as brothers, like we having this dialogue right now, man. We gotta, like the old saying is, we gotta continue that village to raise these kids, man. We gotta, preach positive thoughts, positive things, man. If we keep these kids in a positive environment, it can't nothing but positive things happen to them, man. And we gotta continue, education wise, man. Set an example for these kids, man. It's just so many, but it starts with us as men. Yeah. That's the number one thing, man. It starts with us as men to set the example and not be fronting, man. That's why
I think it comes down to accountability. A lot of it.
Of course, that's the number one.
About how I act, because I'm acting the same way all the time. I ain't got to look over my shoulder to see who watching me. I don't care because I'm doing the same thing all the time.
That's called integrity.
You know, man. Yeah, you know, man. And we talking about the young men, but also us as men, the young ladies are watching how we act, man. You know, the little girls, you know what I'm saying, seeing how we supposed to treat, their mamas or their aunties or whatever. You know, it's a lot of responsibility to hold that title as a man. You know what I'm saying? It don't just come with, how we raising our little boys, but how we raising our little girls, what they see also.
Right.
You know, man, this thing is deep, but it take all of us.
Of course.
To continue to communicate and talk this thing through. You know,
and we gotta get away. We gotta get away from taking the football side of it too personal. Yeah, stuff that happen between us, and I understand that. Like stuff happen between coaches all the time. Probably some personal stuff or whatever. But we gotta stop letting the game of football create real life beef. You know what I mean? Like it's literally coaches who hate each other, bro. Like real deal. I can't stand him. I don't like him. If I catch him, I'm gonna smack him. Oh, like bro, we gotta stop allowing the game to create these type of beefs. Like we don't gotta like each other, bro. We don't even have to speak to each other. But we need to be respectful. We need to be respectful enough to after football. Because I'm sure
the hardest cats be the most sensitive ones, man, because they can dish it out, but they can't take it, man.
Of course.
You know, I don't worry about no jokers calling me no names, man.
Of course.
These jokers be ready to fight because they done called you a name.
Yeah.
If that ain't that name for you, then what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
You gotta be able to agree to disagree, man.
Right. And be respectful.
Disagree.
And be respectful. I ain't telling nobody to sit around and just let nobody disrespect, right?
Right.
I'm not gonna tell a man not to do that. But show the respect that you want. And if you don't get it, then you respond in the manner in which you feel necessary. But show the respect that you want, man. And I always remember it's somebody watching you. It's somebody behind you paying attention to what you're doing, man. And these kids hang on to everything, bro. So this dude wanted to ask you a question to Marcus Crowley. He kind of been asking questions all night, but he said, can you ask the ref, should the same age, same grade kid in the 8th grade be able to play with this group if he played non-varsity high school ball? I would like to know his opinion.
Man, I honestly feel like, yeah, he should be. Because once these kids get truly into the high school football from 9th through 12th grade, you know, we basing it off of it, as long as you're in that same age group. Of course, if we're talking youth football, if you 13, 14, then you're supposed to play with 13, 14 years old.
Right.
You know, let's not put a title on because I'm in the 9th grade and I'm just not good enough to play, you know, JV football. So let me get all the skills I can with this youth football at 14 years old. So when I do get in the 10th grade, I done had some good games to where I'm ready for, you know, to make a little noise, you know, at the varsity level. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We get so caught up on.
Hey, Al, you gotta reread that though. See, you said if he could play JV, he say non-varsity, which is kind of a difference.
It's gotta be JV if it's non-varsity high school.
Right.
A lot of schools got freshman ball.
But we don't have freshman ball here in Jacksonville.
Right.
We got varsity and JV.
We don't have it here in Georgia.
Ain't got it in Georgia neither.
Yeah, we don't have freshman ball. Like we had when I coached 14U, we had some kids that played JV football.
Right.
Like, we had a few. But that was my thing. Like, you know what I mean? We did have a couple that played JV football. But Florida allowed you so many quarters a week of football, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So you was allowed to play this. Just like now, they got it to where you can play, I think it's 6 quarters a week. So you can play 2 quarters of JV and 4 quarters of varsity or something like that. You know what I mean? But we was able to use the JV kids when I coached 14 because we don't have
a lot of private schools like that.
Yeah, we don't have freshmen here in Florida. Like it's either JV or varsity. You know what I mean? Now some varsity coaches told their JV kids they couldn't play youth football. Now they did tell them some of them did have mandates like, yeah, you can't play. If you on the team, you can't play youth football, JV or varsity. But we was able to use those guys. You know what I mean? And we had a few, you know what I mean? We had a couple on our team. So I don't know where the rule changed that. I don't know where that rule came from. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't know the logistics of it, but everybody making it sound like a really, really big deal. But I don't know the logistics of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, Moan, you might be able to educate us on the logistics of where that came into place, why that's in place.
I mean, for years people was doing it. They was waiting till national time and add kids that play high school. And I personally know that the game is a lot different. You know, the speed of the game is different. If you play with high school kids a season and then you come back to play youth football, like the speed of the game is way different. And also I think if a kid, me personally, I think if a kid is good enough to play at a certain level in high school, like why am I wasting my time with youth football?
Right. Oh yeah, definitely.
That's just me though. Like we had a time where kids getting scholarships in the 8th grade.
Yeah.
So if you that good to play high school at a good high school or whatever, like it's no way that I'm sending the kid back to the park. Like that's crazy.
Yeah. If a kid, I say it like this: if a kid is able to play youth football, he needs to get as many reps as he can in youth football. Like you said earlier, when you get to varsity football, the speed of the game has changed tremendously. And I've seen some kids that was dominant, in eighth grade football, and when they got to 9th grade football, the game was just too fast for them.
Yeah.
So get as many reps as you can with your youth football, because when you get to varsity level, you can't go back down and get them reps no more. And you ain't getting them, on the JV team. So, the speed of the game is changed.
I agree with him too. And I think that was the problem. I think that's really the problem, bro. It's not, I don't think the problem is so much as the kid play. It may be for some people, but I don't think it's so much that the kid play. I think it's we let this kid in the game in the 3rd quarter type deal. Like, I don't think the problem was this kid played, which it was for some, because I think Jarvis had
the best kid on both teams. Like, hands down, the best kid on both teams. Like,
yeah. And then I've been hearing people say his head coach posted earlier in the year that he was playing varsity or JV football or something like that, whatever. But if he in private school, he is in the 8th grade, right?
Yeah.
But he in private school.
I don't know if it's a private or public school.
He got to be in private school because you can only play JV football in the 8th grade if you in the K through 12. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it. The high schools can't do it because 8th grade is middle school. Well,
they got charter schools too, though.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It got to be K through 12. Even the charter's K through 12. You know what I'm saying? It got to be a K through 12 school. You feel me? So what I'm saying is, even where I'm from, 6th through 8th is middle school football. But if the kid, it's a public school, oh, well, I don't know how that works then. But
yeah, different states got different rules.
Yeah, different rules. But I'm saying either way, if the kid in the 8th grade, man, he should be able to play, you know what I'm saying, youth football. He in middle school.
Now, going back to that 8th grade now, how old is he? Because we have some.
He fit the age.
He 13, 14. He of age.
He done failed in the 5th and the 6th grade. So now he an 8th grader, but he 2 years 2 years older than every average.
Nah, that ain't his. He in the right grade. He in the right age. But that's what I'm saying. Like, he fit the age. He in the right grade. I mean, I don't think he should be denied playing youth ball if he want to play youth ball, right?
No, definitely.
But at the same time, he shouldn't. If you did anything sneaky in order to get him into the game, you shouldn't have done it.
Right.
Because obviously you felt something was wrong to the point where you told him, don't get dressed before the game. Wait till the 3rd quarter and we're gonna slide you in. That in itself,
it would have been better. It would have been better for DeMarcus or whoever the head coach is to walk Jonah up there by his coattail and say, EJ is eligible to play.
Yeah, I'm gonna play.
Like, he's gonna start the game.
Yeah,
like, not
put him in uniform. Yeah, let's get the BS out of the way from the beginning. He in uniform, bro. He gonna play. We want him to play. He eligible to play. We not gonna argue about it. He gonna play. And then get the BS out of the way early. But when you bring a kid in the third quarter, what a coach supposed to think?
Yeah. Not just a kid. Not just a kid. The best kid.
Yeah, man, child. And that's cool. But my thing is, what is a coach supposed to think, bro? You gotta know this person gonna think you being slick when this kid was in plain clothes prior to this ball game kicking off, bro.
Right.
And see, people on the other side don't want to hear that from Jarvis because Jarvis had issues with people saying things about them, and he didn't kick people's ass. So they ain't trying to hear that. They saying just take it, which I get.
I mean, yeah. But the thing is, like, it should never have been an issue with I gotta sneak this kid. Because if you ever felt like you had to sneak this kid in, bro.
No, I think I got so mad because I was in here beating my chest last week, letting people know what it was. That the red.
Yeah, you told him the red breed was gonna smack him.
Yeah, I said it.
You said it.
So it was like once I said the opposite, like because I felt like that it was wrong how they done it. Like, no.
Let me address something else, bro. Let me address something else. Because a lot of people been saying this, and I think people hear high school football and they automatically think everything 320 pounds plus 6'8". Bruh, listen. Like Shalane, Miss Chaplin, like she said, I don't think a kid that plays high school football should play in Little League. See, we got 14U teams, bro. And if you ever seen the Maryland Heat, if you ever seen the Rare Breeze, if you ever seen these kids are the size of most JV football teams. Don't get it twisted. It is some 10th graders and some, it's some 10th graders that play. I know here in Jacksonville, I think you can play at 10th grade. You know what I'm saying? So don't get it twisted, man. JV is just exactly what it is. It's junior varsity. That means he's not ready to play on the level with the 320 pounders, right? And a lot of people get that confused as in, well, it's high school, so he shouldn't be playing Little League. Little League is Little League because we call it Little League, but we got 6'5", 14-year-olds. We just had a 6'3", 240-pound DN on the show last week. That's 13 years old. So don't get it twisted. A lot of people get the stigma of, he play high school football, so he should. Bro, this man on a team of kids that's 5'7", 180 pounds, and soaking wet, and they look like a Little League team. I've seen plenty of like that, bro.
They got Twan listed at 280. He was 260 in the 8th grade.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, don't twist it. And then we play unlimited. We play unlimited football. Like, we not playing Pop Warner, bro. We play unlimited football. You got 12-year-olds that weigh two. Bro, have any of y'all ever seen the Lauderhill Lions 11U offensive line?
Yeah.
I'm sure they got 2 players that between the 2 of them that weigh about 550 pounds, bro. Easily. Like, come on, bro. So
that big right tackle, he definitely close to 300 pounds.
Right. Stop screaming, just because he in high school, he shouldn't be playing. Bro, it's not JV football is not the same as varsity football. And I don't care what you say, it's just not. I've coached high school football, and I'm here to tell you, JV football. Most JV teams probably a lot of these young teams give most JV teams a run for their money unless it's one of them top tier programs. But bro, most JV teams are just teams, bro. It's a development. It's a development league. It's like being in the farm in baseball. It's development. Ain't everything that
you not in a powerhouse school, like the chances are like, your JV is like phony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying
13 and 14 teams to beat them.
Yeah, bro. Like, don't. A lot of people just throw that high school thing on there, and it sounds so big and so scary. But bro, if you go watch JV football, ain't no fans packing no stands to see no JV football team. Only people coming to see JV football is mothers and true lovers. You better believe that. For real, bro. Because ain't nobody packing no stands to see that shit.
We hit them with that one.
They can't even, bro. They can't even play for a championship, bro.
Hey, so we got Southern Hospitality 2 coming up and the white hat is going to be there with the crew.
My dog.
Yes,
In
sir.
the building.
What matchups are you looking forward to reffing?
Hey, you know what, man? I don't really follow the matchups, man. I leave it up to Darren to put me on the main field where all the smoke at.
Hey, and
I do what
I'm
I
leaving
do.
it up to him too. I just don't got faith he gonna do it.
Yeah, because I don't want to go in. I know every matchup is gonna be a top 10 matchup. That's my mentality.
Right.
So I'm bringing my A game.
Damn
And
right.
I'm leaving it up to Darren to
It's
put
gonna
me
be
on the
some
main
smoke,
field.
Jack.
I need you to let Darian know that you will not ref on no field that Hot Ball Sports is not on. Make sure you let him know that, bro.
Yeah, man. But man, I just look to see the out of town teams, man. I'm here in Southwest Georgia, and the level of youth football is not on the level that I'm experiencing. I'm seeing in Atlanta. I'm seeing in Jacksonville, man. I love the football. I love the football action down here, man. But it's not where it used to be in Southwest Georgia like it is in Atlanta, like it is in Jacksonville.
Now they got some powerhouse. They got some powerhouse high school teams out there. Now.
Oh yeah, definitely. We got the Lee Counties and the Colquitts, and
y'all got some dogs at high school. I want to go see. I want to go see Camden and Colquitt this weekend. Friday.
Gonna be some
You
good
gonna
games.
do that game?
Nah, I ain't gonna make it, man. I did a poll and the people. It seemed like I'm gonna be at Reigns and Trinity this week. So yeah, but that's cool. I ain't tripping. I did want to see Colquitt this year. I got a chance to see them a few times last year. They're pretty. They're a well coached team.
I hope it don't rain. If Reigns and Trinity gonna play, I hope it don't rain this week like last week.
Yeah, I hope not either. But I'm gonna be there, Rain, Sleet, or Snow, Hot Ball Sports in the building, and I'm umbrella, camera. We ready to rock, baby.
Yeah, we gotta get you an umbrella hat pullover down.
I need one, bro, because sometimes the umbrella be falling in the camera.
Yeah, he the only cameraman I ever seen walk around.
The whole poncho
camera,
stuff, man. The pants and the jacket, man.
Hey, I be working, bro. I like to be comfortable when I work, man. I don't like to get hot and all that, so I'm gonna have my shorts on.
Yeah,
good socks and my shoes, and if I get wet, man, I just thug it, man. It's all good. Yeah. But I enjoy bringing the coverage to the people, man. The people responding to me, man. They enjoy it. So I'm gonna keep going, man. As long as they let me in the game and they let me do my thing, I'm gonna do it. I don't care what the weather looks like.
Oh yeah, I definitely, man. I feel you on that.
We gonna be there, man. So, but yeah, man. I think tonight we did kind of let our feelings on this topic out, but I think we also made it to where it can be understood and why we feel the way we feel, man. And for everybody paying attention, we definitely want your opinions on what you feel about what's going on. We don't
a bunch of people duck us too, man. See, that's what I don't like. And I know that they write in the forums right now doing all this and doing all that. But I asked you, and I sent it to them before the thing, why y'all got to do that? Why the Twitter fingers is?
Well, that's the easiest way to get the point across without having to get a response out loud, and people enjoy that. People enjoy reading your response instead of hearing your response because you can't gauge a person's attitude or tone of voice or emotion behind a message, bro. You know what I mean? So it's easy for people to just type. Typing is fun. That's what a lot of people like to do. I personally don't try to not to engage in any of that foolishness, especially the typing back and forth. Like I try to stay out of that. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? It is what it is, man.
Hey, Ref Al, I know you're moving on up to the national scene, like you willing to go with your crew here, there, everywhere. Let people know where they can find you at for your services.
Oh man, you could definitely hit me up on Facebook, inbox me, man. I'm Alan Watson III. I'm on IG as Al the Third. Man, just hit me up. It's funny that you say that, man, because I'm busy every weekend in the month of November. I got Southern Hospitality 2. Then they got a Peach State Youth Football Championship tournament they have in the weekend of the 14th and the 15th, the semifinals, and then the 21st through the 22nd, the finals, and then Thanksgiving weekend I'll be down in Panama City, refereeing in that tournament from November 27th through the 29th.
So you're a busy man.
Yeah, then the first week in December, December 6th through the 11th, man, I'm back in the UIFL Nationals for the fifth year going to Plant City, Florida for the UIFL.
Bro, I need you to help me fill my schedule up this year, man. Help me out, man.
That's a good schedule right there.
Man,
that's what I'm saying. My goodness, bro.
I'm blessed, man. I mean, you know, this youth football, man. A lot of people done reached out to me, you know, man, and I'm blessed to be able to do something I love to do, man. My crew, they follow me. You know,
you do a damn good job, bro. I've been saying it since I left you, but when you be like, we about to play ball now, we about to play football. You know what I'm saying, before the play, we about to play football. We playing third down. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy it, man. It was fun.
Man, I love this thing, man. I'm passionate about the kids. I'm passionate about any coaches out there, you know, doing something with these kids, man, regardless if you owing whatever. Just you getting your time in for these kids, man. And we got to continue to set a positive example for these young kids, man.
No question.
You know, it's huge.
If any coach took anything out of anything that was said today, it's a lot said today. But if you paid attention to anything, bro, just learn to dial back just a bit. Like, it's all right to be passionate. It's all right to feel the emotion and let the game consume you and be caught up in what you're doing and be serious about what you're doing. But, man, when it comes to respect or disrespect, man, don't cross a line that you wouldn't want nobody to cross with you. And
you don't like nobody to respect nobody.
Right. And definitely don't do it in front of your kids, man. If I could preach anything, say the kids, bro. Like, don't worry about what they getting taught at home and because you may be the only light that they see shining in their life, period. So imagine a kid going from school to home, mama and daddy doing the stuff that they don't want to see, that they don't need to see, and then they come to practice and you doing the same thing. Somebody got to be a light in this kid's life, man. So if you blessed with the opportunity and people trust you with their children, man, be the light, man. Ain't nobody telling you to go to church and preach and put on no 3-piece suit or no double-breasted suit and all that foolishness, man. I'm not asking you to preach to the kids. I'm just asking you to just save them, man. Give them a chance.
Just walk. The last person that preached got swept, didn't he? Oh, damn.
Ivory go build your head, bro. You go build what is.
Ivory, my bad, man. You know what?
But yeah, man, give the babies a chance, man. Hey, Cole, hey, Al, man, you know it's always a pleasure, man. Anytime
yes, sir, man.
Around with you,
I appreciate the invite, man.
Yeah, man, always. And you always go to join us whenever. We always need the white hat perspective on all kind of topics. So anytime you feel the need, just send us a message and let us know, and you can come on and talk about whatever you feel like it, dog. You always welcome on this show.
Hey, I appreciate it. Right. I appreciate it big time. Yes, sir.
Show so, man.
We see you next week.
You have a good night. Yeah, we'll get you next week.
All right, man. Y'all hold it down.
Yes, sir.
All right, now.
All right.
Yeah, man. I think the night was actually pretty. I feel like it was productive. I don't know if the people out there are gonna feel like it's productive, but I felt like we was pretty productive tonight. Cause it could have went left. I think it was a lot of, just like everything else, it's a lot of emotions and stuff flowing, man. And I think it really could have went left, but I feel like, man,
I'm just happy that the value was really high for the kids. It kind of toned down with.
Yeah, when we start talking about this, it dropped, and that's fine.
I ain't mad at that. Like, as long as you do right by the kids, I'm good.
Yeah, of course not. And our main goal here is the kids.
Hey, y'all gonna be mad anyway when y'all drop in the rankings that I had something to do with. I dropped all you motherfuckers. I ain't bullshitting.
And I ain't taking no rankings, so I'm staying away from it. But rankings have people wanting to hunt you down.
Yeah, I help.
There's
a whole bunch of y'all that was at 1, 2, 3, 4. Now y'all at 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Blame me.
The rankings have people sitting out front of your house, man, waiting on you to come outside. Like, bro, I ain't dealing with them rankings. But what I will do is promote any kid I can get my hands on. So any kid that that is in my reach or that would like to be promoted, man, definitely hit me because I'm a post your tape. We're gonna talk about it. Don't.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. Aunt might tell you that if the kid ain't stamped,
that's what I'm saying. I was get to. Don't
go back to the drawing board.
Right. Don't send me
run.
Yeah,
push up.
send me nothing. Don't send me nothing you wouldn't stamp yourself. Well, nah. Let me get it.
You can't say that.
Don't send me nothing I wouldn't stamp. Hey, don't send me nothing I wouldn't stamp. Cause one thing about it, I'm gonna tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? And if it's something on there I don't like, I'm gonna just tell you, hey, look, man, you gotta fix this, and this. But man, it's always a pleasure, man. You know, we get these type of topics and we get these type of incidents that happen in youth football, and people should be outraged. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we want to know the logistics of the situation, but I feel like people should be outraged that kids are being subjected to this type of stuff by the guys that they look up to.
See, I can't even really get into the deep because the deep, it's just like certain morals and principles that you live by, so you can't really speak on it.
Yeah. Definitely.
But I do want you to get your steel toes on, get your black hood on, because we going to head down 9-5 and look for this guy with the what's his name? Last name Green.
Oh yeah, man. Who is that?
That guy and tell him we on our way.
Who is that? who is Green? You know, I don't know who that is. I don't even know that guy. Do I know that guy?
What's that comment?
It said we have a few GMG boys y'all need to bring on.
Oh, Keith, you already know. I've been chopping it up with TJ a lot. So we're just basically waiting for people to submit the film. Like, I don't have a lot of the kids' IGs. So if you just shoot me the IGs or shoot me the film, one or the other.
Yeah. Colorado Spillionaires. It was a few kids on today, man. You have to go back and watch it. Once we get off, we finna get off in a second, but you have to go back and watch it.
I got that Spillionaire kid, his father side. We're gonna play him on Thursday. That kid can go.
Yeah, Thursday, man. I got a kid coming on.
I gotta remind me too, man. I'm a little.
Yeah, and don't hesitate to let us know, man. If y'all got kids y'all think we need to check out, definitely let us know, man. Cause that's what we do. So keeping the kids coming is fine for us, man, because we need them. We need them for the show. Like, we want to interview them. We want to talk to them. We enjoy doing it.
I didn't know she was from Louisiana.
Who, Miss Shay, I can't say her name. Miss Chaplin.
Miss Chaplin.
You
got that good Creole food. Yeah, we about to be friends.
Dorian, I don't know nothing about them rankings, nor do I don't even care about them for real. I don't know what Darian got going on. Mr. Green was supposed to join us tonight on the show, and he is not here. So I don't know nothing about them rankings, bro. You know what I'm saying? At all.
I believe it was the 12U. No. Was it? No, this was a 9U kid. 9 or 10U kid.
From where?
From the Spillionaires.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah.
They beat up on L last year or something like that. I don't know if it was picking because he knew.
Oh, that's the team that put up all them points, supposed to put up a bunch of points or something?
Yeah.
Air put up a bunch of points on.
No, Air put up a bunch of points, but they beat Air. He was saying they beat Air.
Oh, okay. But yeah, man, yeah. I
forget his name. I'm not good with names no more. I've been too many years following too many kids.
Yeah. It's a lot of them, but we want them all. Like I said, send them to us. Let us know, man. If you are in Jacksonville, Florida, and you are still watching this show, be sure to submit your kid highlights, man, or highlight one play and a progress report card, man.
So we had Blaze Birch, Mr. Cole, B. Max Cole,
Miss Chaplin, we just had what you call it on the show last week.
then
Jarvis done been on here. We just had Caden Laudenschlager on the show Thursday. Jarvis done been on here. We show everybody get love on this show if you want it.
Yeah, Jarvis was on here Thursday.
Yeah, we got Jarvis. We had Laudenschlager.
We just had Mr. Antoine Littleton on the page. I think we had a good show today.
That kid crucial. That kid, there, boy. Ain't too many people
You
going.
definitely don't want to see him coming, do you?
Yeah, boy, with a full head of steam, you a safety. Like, bro, you don't want to have to put your head down in front of him. Yeah, we definitely had Braylon on the show. Braylon was very impressive. We had Mr. Cobra Kai from the Wichita Cowboys on. That's the team that played all them games, bro. They like 13 games into the season, so like they playing an NFL schedule or something.
They played each other though. You know what I found out? They played each other.
So they count.
Blaze beat them early in the year, but now without Blaze, they might. You never know.
That little kid, Blaze, nice. Blaze, what's his last name?
Blaze Birch.
Birch. Yeah, so today was a good one, man. It was productive. And we're going to get out of here. Because I got to go to work in the morning.
Facts.
So it's been real, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Y'all enjoy your evening. And you have been stamped.